and welcome to Messages of Hope, Episode 4. It has been a wonderful experience for me to share these messages with you in such a public forum. I am truly grateful to be able to reach more people to let you know that something profound is happening in our world these days, even though it does not look that way on the news. The news that gets reported is just a tiny, tiny piece of the puzzle that is unfolding in our personal and our global evolution. The reason it looks so awful out there right now is because the truth absolutely has to come to the surface to be cleared up. The ugliness has always been there, though it has been subversive, below the surface, and now it's being exposed so that it can be cleared. We talked about how to do that in last week's episode, and I'm going to give you again a little bit more information in each episode. The truth about so many situations is really being exposed, especially the truth of who we really are and our capabilities. So one thing that I've been told, us has told me many years, is for every problem, the solution has already been created. And when we align with our own truth, all kinds of forces jump in to support our expression of that truth. So today I'm going to be talking about alignment of energies. I'm going to give you lots of information about energy and what does it mean when it's aligning. And think about things lining up to create a certain outcome. You might call them coincidences. I call them synchronicities. When things come into sync and unfold with very little effort from you, what is really happening to create those situations? Is it you? Is it God? Is it angels? Is it guides? Is it the universe? Is it spirit? Is it higher vibrational energies coming into play? I'm going to let you think about that for a minute and just see what you come up with, because it's a little bit different for each person in their own lives. In the meantime, for those of you who tuned in last week to episode 3, it was about how to balance and manage your energy fields. And your home assignment, remember there's a home assignment with each one of these episodes to help integrate, is to use the meditation I did at the end to show, jumping on my words again, at the end of the show, to visualize every day. First thing when you wake up, and last thing before you go to bed at night, dissolving the densities, the hurts, the pains in your body, and seeing your energy field as clear, pure, and bright, emanating brightly inside and out. So, how did you make out with that? Do you feel any different? Visualization is a wonderful way to manifest. Athletes and coaches use it all the time. Our mind is incredibly powerful, especially when it is connected with our spirit. And of course, that's what we're doing throughout this whole series. And that is one of my intentions for this series, is to give you many ways to connect with your spirit, your higher self, your divine essence, to live your everyday life from that place, from within. Not just when you're in a church or a ceremony or a mystical moment, feeling that connection in each and every moment, making it your new way of being. So for our time together today, I invite you to set an intention. It makes it even more powerful. Maybe your intention is just to take the time for yourself. If you have circumstances in your life that are pulling you in many different directions, you need this time for yourself. Your intention could be just to get centered or to be able to tune into energy. Or it might just be to be in good vibes that inspire you, and which of course is one of my main intentions for our time together. So this time is for you and all this personal growth and everything that you can get out of it. So make it priority. You're going to gain much awareness through all of the self-reflection that we're doing, and you'll have tools to help you with all the things that happen in life. So know that for this next 30 minutes, you're being immersed in beautiful, sacred energy, and that allows you to just get centered, grounded, and feel more empowered. So take a breath and just feel that. Taking a breath does many, many things, but it really connects us to something so much greater than we even know. So just take that breath. And for those of you just tuning in for the first time today, this 10-episode series is based on my best-selling book, Messages of Hope from Us. It's about the decade from 2010 to 2020, Volume 1. Volume 2 will be published in 2020. It's all channeled information about these 10 years that we're in right now, receiving incredible amounts of light for our personal transformation, global transformation, and universal shifts. And these messages will help you in becoming aware of how much you have shifted energy and vibration. And that's, again, important that we realize we're doing it ourselves, and what you consciously want to create for the rest of this decade, because we are being catapulted in our spiritual evolution. There's so many forces coming together for that purpose. So in each episode, I'm going to share a little bit more about myself and my own spiritual journey. And I have so many stories I could tell you about alignment of energy in my own life that I really had trouble choosing just one to tell you about. So we're going to take a little break, and then I'll come back and share the story that I decided I would share with you. So we'll be right back. Thank you. And welcome back. Before the break, I started to tell you how I first realized I could see energy. And it was when I was taking my electrical magnetic field bouncing training. I had already done my Reiki mastership at that point, though I was still questioning my abilities and my gifts. Then one day I was looking at my teacher, and all of a sudden I could see the glow around her aura, her energy field, and it was so beautiful. And when I looked at my own hands, I could actually see the glow around them too. It was my first experience of seeing energy so clearly. I had had many experiences of sensing energy. Remember I talked about how we're all becoming so much more sensitive. And even though sensing energy can be very subtle at times. And after that, after I started seeing energy, it started happening more often. And eventually I could engage my seeing of energy whenever I set the intention, which was a great compliment and validation to my already natural gift of sensing energy. In our previous episode, I had talked about being a sensitive, which I am sure many of you can relate to, and how I came to see it as a gift, not an obstacle. And when I would allow myself to embrace this gift, things would just align for me. I would be in just the right place to meet a person, or to have an unexpected experience that I could not have orchestrated on my own. And I came to learn that synchronicities are our alignment with our own divine self, that in turn we then align with the universe, and many miracles and events unfold from that alignment. So alignment is a very significant expansion and improvement for our spiritual expression. So when we come back, we're going to take a little break. I'm going to read the channeled message right from the book, so you'll feel the transmission of the words, but of the energy as well, that us, united souls of heaven and earth, bring through me. And as I say in every episode, they're non-physical spiritual teachers whose purpose is to activate the divine essence within all human beings. In my Reiki training, I had had a vision of beautiful beings of light encircling me. And I could see them in my inner vision as well as sensing their presence. It has been quite the journey over the years for me to fully acknowledge and accept their presence in my life, and to share their channeled messages, because of course I would not want anybody to think I was crazy or something. In the past 12 years, I have shared their messages with people all over the world, and I know deep in my heart that their words are transformative, not just for our fearful minds, but at a deep cellular level. As I read the words from this chapter, I will expand on the teachings around the key points and explanations as we go along, so you can apply these messages in your everyday life. So I encourage you to get a pen and a paper, a journal, and sit back and relax, and we'll be right back. Thank you. Welcome back. For those of you who may have just joined us, I will be giving a message about alignment of energies, and we will be covering a lot of information to inspire you and support your personal growth. So just sit back, relax, and allow yourselves to receive the channeled words and energy from us, united souls of heaven and earth. So I'm going to be reading directly from the book, so you feel their words. Dearest beautiful beings of light, there are many things happening in your energy fields that are unbeknownst to you. These things are happening to align you with your higher vibrational energy, which supports the truth of who you are and your expression of that truth. Well, that was quite a mouthful. So aligning things going on in our energy fields that are unbeknownst to us, and that's true, and we eventually see it unfolding in circumstances in our life. And higher vibrational energy is lighter, and the truth of who you are, contemplate that for a moment. And how do you express that truth? As you become more and more aware of your truth, these alignments will be much more beneficial to you in your ongoing everyday lives. You will be in sync, so to speak, with all aspects of yourself and the universe. There has been a fragmentation that you have been working with for a very long time that is now coming into alignment because it is time. And because you are giving intention for that by opening to the moreness, interesting word, of yourself, as well as the moreness of the universe. One thing us does is always make up words, so I'm not even sure if moreness is a word, but I like it. We have spoken of the moreness before, and we will assist you to expand your awareness of that energy in the coming months. So if you were more, what would that be? What would that feel like? Well, how would that expand within your own knowing, within your own heart? Along with the alignment of energy within yourself and the universe, because the universe is contained within your cells, science is proving this all the time, comes the ease that you have so longed for. Who doesn't long for ease? Decisions become simpler. Details are carried out with acceleration, almost like magic. You'll be scratching your head and saying to yourself, how did that happen? These alignments of energy will bring new people and situations into your life that will be like a dream come true, connecting at greater heart levels rather than intellectual levels, thus facilitating the joy in the doingness that will take place as a result of these connections. Whew, a whole bunch more powerful words there, but connecting at greater heart levels rather than intellectual levels, facilitating joy so that your doingness isn't just pushing through. So again, listen to the words, take them in, see how they feel, and we'll be right back with the second half of the channel. And welcome back. So I'm going to continue reading right from the book, the chapter on alignment of energies. And these are the words from us. We hear you ask, how do I align with these new energies? It is through your own thought and intention. These alignments are happening whether you are aware of them or not. So as you set your intention to be conscious of what is happening around you and how you are feeling on the inside, you are more in tune with what is aligning for you. It can be little things like your schedule unexpectedly changing, and as a result, something even more wonderful taking place in that time space, or making a decision to change something you had committed to that just didn't feel quite right, and then suddenly it opens up space for you to do something that is much more fulfilling. It happens because you are aligned with your own truth, and when you do that, dear ones, it is always beneficial to the others involved, always. So as you focus on thoughts, feelings, situations, people, and energies that are in harmony with you and who you are raising the vibration for not only yourself but for the planet. That accelerates the shifts that your world is currently in towards living in harmony and joy from within, thus allowing greater alignments of energy to be amplified. When this happens, it creates a resonant field in the external world of your manifestations, bringing to you many unexpected things and opportunities. Be open to new possibilities. Know that for every so-called problem, the solution has already been created, whether it is on a personal level, a global level, or a cosmic level. These alignments of energies are supporting the clearing of space for the implementation of powerful new solutions. These new solutions are energetic, broad-based, and expansive in effect. The effects are supporting you on all levels: physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual. No matter how uncomfortable it may feel in the moment, you are powerful beings, and as you embrace this alignment of energies, you will feel that power from within. And that is where it all begins. So the words from us about alignment. We're going to take a break and we'll be right back, and we'll be doing a meditation. See you in a minute. And welcome back. Did you feel the energy coming through the channeled message? Each of you will experience the energy of each message differently. Sometimes it will be a physical sensation that you feel, like the chills going through you, or it might be an aha moment by something I said or in the words. The key is just to allow the energy to flow through you. So now I'm going to lead you into a meditation. And so again, just sitting back, relaxing, closing your eyes, get comfortable. And we're going to start with 4 really deep breaths. These 4 breaths always connect body, mind, spirit, and heart. So now just visualize, as you're breathing, visualize beautiful golden energy coming down through the top of your head, through the core of your being, and anchoring deep into the core of the earth. Again, breathing, visualizing, just feeling that energy move through you. Imagining it just continually flowing to the core of the earth. And then imagine the energy coming up from the core of the earth, through your body and out through the top of your head, as far out into the universe as you can, into heaven as you can possibly imagine. And again, feeling the energy flowing upward. Okay, beautiful golden energy. Focus on your breathing. And now feel, sense, or imagine the energy is going in both directions at the same time, connecting you to heaven and to earth all at the same time, with a beautiful fluidity of golden energy flowing between the two through your physical body. So take a breath and just feel whatever that might feel like for you. And now imagine a golden figure 8 loop, the infinity symbol, running lengthwise through your energy field. So it's coming above your head, crossing at your heart, and then passing your lower body through underneath your feet and coming back up and crossing at your heart. And then back up to over your head. The energy goes with each loop that passes through this infinity loop, the energy gets stronger and bigger, emanating from you inside and out, flowing yet grounded, expanded yet strong. Stay with this image and the feeling that it elicits for you for a few moments, just breathing and feeling, seeing the energy moving from heaven through your body, anchoring into earth, coming back from earth, up and anchoring into heaven. This beautiful infinity loop, passing over and through your energy field, crossing at the heart, grounding, anchoring, and centering. So take a breath, stay with the energy, And we'll be back in a moment with your home assignment for next week. Just keep breathing. We'll be right back. Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed the meditation. We just did. It's one of my very favorite ones, especially when you really feel like you just need to get centered, need to get grounded, get in your own power. And I do encourage you to do it as often as you can to get the most benefit. So, as I said in all our episodes, there is a home assignment, and the home assignment that I'm giving you this week, well, each one is so that you can get it on a practical level. You can get what I'm talking about on an energetic level, and so making note both of your awarenesses as well as writing down how you've shifted in the last week. That's important to acknowledge. Writing it down makes it seem more tangible. And just know that by tuning into these episodes, you absolutely are shifting energetically. And when you become more aware of that, it is empowering. So do the visualization we just did in the meditation. Do it every day. First thing when you wake up, and last thing before you go to sleep. It's really the best time, because that's when the veil is the thinnest between the worlds. Excuse me. And it's when you're the most receptive is at those times. Think about that when you first wake up, and sometimes you get the beautiful spontaneous inspirations. Well, it's the same thing. So when you do these meditations before you go to sleep or when you first get up, it's when they're the most powerful. Excuse me. So before I tell you about next week's show, you can go to my website, judithonley.com. And I've got lots of resources there to support you. You can sign up for my newsletter. There's all kinds of other things, meditations and invocations and activations that you can purchase and read some of the channels. So let me tell you about next week's episode. Again, each one has to me, each one of them is special. This one really resonates with me, and this story that I'll be telling you that goes along with it next week as well in my personal experience. But the topic is create love and light through conscious intent. And even though it is not always easy in this unsettled world we live in to spread love and light, when you consciously make choices to do so, your life changes for the better on all levels, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. And I'll guide you through exercises to show you how to be more conscious in your daily creations. When we're conscious of, we have thoughts go through our head all the time, and some of them feel good, some of them don't. And when you slow yourself down, like we just did in the meditation or setting intention at the beginning of the show, then you can make conscious choices, and you can pay attention to those thoughts that go through your head. You can think, well, that one feels good, and I'm going to expand on that thought and send it out there and share it with other people, or gee, that one didn't feel so good, so we'll just clear that one out. So when you are being conscious of the energy and conscious of the intent, you increase the power that you have in your own life as well as in others to help. Again, we've been talking about uplifting, influencing, inspiring others as well as yourself, and giving conscious intent for love and light in your own life and others is the way to do it. So I look forward to seeing you next week, and you joining us on these episodes, sending you lots of love and light. Until then, keep on shining. Bye for now, everybody.